Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday night's edition of She Loves Swag. I've been MIA for about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. It was finals week and a whole bunch of other stuff. But I'm back and whoo! I'm just going to go ahead and give out the disclaimer right now. We are going to cut up tonight. This live is going to be unmanned it's going to be demonetized. So if you would like to make a donation, it would be greatly appreciated. But the reason why this live is going to be demonetized is because there are some parts of movies, parts of music. There's parts that basically define what is going on, and you need to get the full picture of what is going on, and you don't want to miss it. So I'm just going to tell you right now, we're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to be respectful, of course. We're always respectful, but we are definitely FAMU about to get these jokes. Folks was on our head about a week and a half ago when Coach Reed exited stage left to go to Charlotte. And so, and you know what I find interesting is it is not just Jackson State. The best jokes that I have seen thus far on Twitter and on like Rough in the Swag, they are not Jackson State folks. It got Grambling entering the chat. Tennessee State done said some stuff. Alcorn done said some stuff. Like it's amazing. It's not like derogatory, right? So I don't want for people to think that it's everybody just crashed down on FAMU. No, this is one of those things where you was bragging different, and now it done came back insufficient funds. So for me, the first thing that I don't even know how it got that far. I really don't. I don't know how. I mean, FAMU had that money spent. Okay, they was getting ready to buy Jacksonville State. For some reason, they thought Jacksonville State was in Jackson, Mississippi. That's another red flag right there. What else? They was getting ready to leave and go to the FBS. That money was gone. Money was already spent. For me, my first question would be like, where's the money at? You got to show me something. You're going to have to show me before I even, I need for you to actually show me the money. You can't even show me the money. So how do I know it's real? I'm going to be asking to see it in 4K. $237 million. Just show me 5 million. Can you even show 5 million? Show me the money! All day. Show me the money! Show me the money! I need to see it. Y'all not just gonna tell me. Show me the money! Show me the money! Show me the money! Show it to me. Let me see it. You know what? We're not going to actually say their actual names, but I'm pretty sure you can just guess who it is. But the woman who was basically she was snitching, y'all. She was snitching. She snitched on everybody. I thought there was an NDA. I thought there was a non-disclosure that was signed. And I don't know who the lady was. I don't want to say her name on here. But baby, when I tell you she snitched, she said who was in the room, who was talking to him behind closed doors, who was talking to him out in the open, who had side conversations. She was snitching. She was snitching. How you snitching on everybody? She said she did a Nino Brown, y'all. She did a Nino Brown. She snitched on any and everybody on what they knew. And I was like, how did you say that you have an NDA, but you telling all the business? Like you telling who had side conversations. I was expecting at that meeting that they were already going to have the resignation letter, or, you know, I thought they were going to already resign. There's no like, she snitched on everybody. And then why didn't you resign? This is everybody who was involved in this scam behind closed doors without multiple people knowing what's going on. This is what they had to say. Like, where's the resignation letter? That should have been the first thing on the table. No questions. You know? How are you just gonna up and say you? I mean, the president. It was the president, the AD, the lady who was snitching on everybody, another lady. I didn't hear her at all ever say that a lawyer was present. I didn't ever hear her not once say a stock advisor was present. How do you not already be ready to resign for the betterment of the university? You should have been the first one to resign. Whoever did the press release, you need to resign. Whoever wrote the press release for him to release it, you should resign. This him talking about the money is in the bank. Y'all comment in the chat, what type of bank was it? What type of bank was it? And name items worth more than the Batterson Farm stock. A piggy bank. Wait, hang on, y'all going too fast. A toy piggy bank. You know what's really bad? Oh, Lord, somebody need to go. Stop talk. Might have to come up here and explain to us how they gonna fix it. Carl Bank. Oh, Lord. Monopoly Game Bank. And mind you, I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes, okay? Because getting a PhD is something serious. That is not something to take lightly. Getting a PhD is amazing, right? The amount of work and hard hours that you have to put into getting some PhDs. But baby, ain't no way you're gonna let these folks. The bank had bounce. Y'all, not the bank had bounce. I'm done. Imaginary bank. Fish bank. Listen. All right. So I got my top 5 of items that are worth more than the Batterson Farm stock. And once again, another PSA, we in the beginning stages. It's all in fun because you absolutely, for this particular, you have to laugh to keep from crying, because the absurdness of what was said on that call earlier, which we're going to talk about, the lady going through each step and saying that she meticulously did a background and they still decided to move forward. Like, I want to know, he must got game. He didn't look like a talker to me. He didn't look like somebody who could just say something. The Wishing Well Bank. Oh no. Oh no. Not the Wishing Well Bank. Oh no, 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 no. Lord have mercy. The bank had bounced. Ooh, Lord have mercy. A refund is due. I gotta. How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up the devil's business. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused down here today. God ain't pleased with this. You can't do the saints like this. Boy, I don't even know what I'm gonna sit out here telling the police cop. I'm gonna sit out here telling the police cop. I'm doing refund. Okay, anybody who watched the Board of Trustees meeting earlier, there were actually several members on the board that actually knew about stocks. They knew about private stocks. There's one lady that was on there, and she said that she is actually on Carta. So that was interesting to me because she knew the ins and outs of it. She has a Carta account herself. But and FAMU said that they have a Carta account. So this is something new to me. Hell, I'm trying to get a SheLovesThee stock. If that's how it is, I'm going to get me a stock some private stocks and some equity. Because they don't have anything behind it. So I'm gonna just pull up this Carta, right? Because once again, this lady said she did her due diligence. I'm telling you right now, on Saturday after it was announced, I was like, you know what? Congratulations. But I Googled Gregory Geronimi. I Googled his name, and the Coastal Carolina was the first thing that came up. I read it, and then I said, and I left it alone. You want to know why? Because I'm not a hater. So I just said, and I left it alone. And then boom, 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 boom. One right after the other, it was coming out. And it was like, oh my gosh. And I said, you know what? I'm going to let it clear up for a couple of days. And it's just been getting worse and worse. So this is an article on Carta. And basically, Carta is for private markets. So the NASDAQ obviously has public stocks that the stock exchange or whatnot. And that's fine and good, But if you are not necessarily ready to go public with your stocks, you can have private stocks, you can build, and then I guess switch over. This is from the Business Insider. Basically, in January of this year, it says Carta's big bet on its NASDAQ for private markets. It all came crashing down with a single post on LinkedIn. The shutdown of Carta's secondary markets product comes after the company was called out on LinkedIn for misusing customer data. So they are over here basically data mining and then selling it to people. It's the latest setback for a CEO who is at the center of multiple legal battles with former employees. So Carta itself is, a cluster F. I'm just going to say that. They've been using like people's customer data. So it says, Carta says it'll shut down its secondary trading business, giving up on being the go-to liquidity solution for the startup ecosystem. So basically, you know what? And I'm not even trying to be funny. There are some reputable companies that utilize this, but I feel like it's kind of like a place for people to get money off or hide money or funnel money. It just seems like all of a scam to me. There is no money. There's no money. There is no money. Them people thought he was CEO and found out he was Miss Cleo. Lord have mercy. See, y'all are over here clowning in these comments. Uh-oh. Not Mr. Campbell slithering in to slither back out. You know what happened today. And everybody in the chat, I forgot for y'all to say allegedly. So I need somebody to type in about 10 allegedlys. But while we're at it, we need to ask Mr. Campbell how he gonna fix it. Braxton, lay down. Uh-oh. I think my screen froze. Mr. Campbell, don't be coming out here messing up my stream. Yeah, got them allegedly's on out here. But you know what? If anybody, and it's an ongoing situation, right? So Mr. Campbell can't really speak to anything, but Mr. Campbell does have his own business, right? So he has I Weave Hair, and so he knows the ins and outs of how that works, as many people who own, or dibble and dabble. See, the people in here that are really clowning are not Jackson State folks. I want you to understand that, okay? Jackson State be getting all the heat, but boy, these folks in the SWAC been cutting up. I'm talking about Alcorn, G been cutting up, Trey been cutting up from Grambling. Oh my goodness. All of y'all been cutting up. All right, so let me go through my 5 items that I feel are worth more than the Batterson Farm stock. Oh, yeah. And just that was that public service announcement. At the end of the day got to end. So FAMU, there is an end to all these jokes that folks are cracking. A lot of it can be rectified if you start getting some of them resignations in. Then we'll leave y'all alone, because now, Mr. Campbell says, we did show that FAMU does produce outstanding graduates that sit on the foundation. They were not consulted. How does that happen? So what I will say about this is, and I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes. I promise you I'm not. But what I will say that's interesting is that your AD, your previous AD, I think his name was Gaucher or something like that. So Gaucher was basically fired because he was signing contracts without the proper legal counsel to look it over, pushing contracts through, did not have the authority to do so. And they fired him. So how is the president going to make the same mistake? And the AD, the current AD, and the vice president of something very important. I don't know exactly what she's the vice president of, but they're making the same mistakes. Uh-oh. Miss Kidd, with her University of Michigan School of Business MBA education, she already knew what was up. She was asking all the, and you know what? That's probably why they didn't take it to the Board of Trustees, because they knew that they would. I don't really understand it. It blew up so badly in their face. I thought it was an April Fool's joke, or I thought that maybe, like, say psych, because it was so bad. What I'm not understanding is when the young lady said that they signed the NDA, but she was snitching. That's what I want to know. You was telling it all. I'm talking about you didn't leave nothing unturned. You went and said how long. So they had been, in fact, talking about it for months. No diss to the AD because OBG, I've been going to bat for you, girl. I've been going to bat for you for a while, but you got some explaining to do because you know folks already don't fancy you too much. And now your name done came up in it again. And the lady made sure to let folks know that you was having side conversations with him without anybody else. I can't I folks already don't like you. Why are you doing that? They already want you gone. Fired. No, EA. We're not going to say mentally ill because if he's mentally ill, what does that make the administration that pushed this through? We can't. You're talking about he's mentally ill. Did you not hear that lady say that we did multiple wellness checks and we vetted him and we looked at his background, what everybody else saw with the Google searches, and we still pushed it through? What type of illness is that? That, EA, is the illness of trying to basically, like, you want to one up somebody. So you wanted to one up Spelman, or you wanted to one up another HBCU, or you wanted to be the first to have the largest donation. Like, what in the world? And I was like, well, maybe somebody pushed it to the president without him really knowing. No, he was very much so involved. Well, maybe, he didn't actively have a role in it. Maybe he was very much so actively involved in the situation. So, like, at that point, who is at fault, right? Who is at fault? Okay, so we went through all the different types of banks. My 4 that I came up with was Riverbank. This is when he said, it's in the bank, y'all. Here, let me pull that up so y'all can see it. And so this guy, whether he has a mental illness or not, one thing's for sure, FAMU has to be embarrassed, right? Now, I would like to say this. The hemp industry, I did some background checking into the hemp industry, and it's actually gaining some popularity, right? And the reason why it's gaining popularity is because I guess, like, you can create CBD oil out of the hemp. There's other things that you can do as well with hemp, and it kind of like circumvents marijuana because marijuana is not legal in all places. And so with the ability to invest in hemp and they're using it in CBD oil, and they're creating all different types. There's, like, if you go to one of these CBD shops, they usually have like some form of hemp, and they're doing different types of flavors, and it's basically an alternative to marijuana that's legal. But I'm gonna pull up some more stuff for you guys to see, because I'm asking the same question as y'all. How did this happen, and how they gonna fix it? I used to have hemp plants. It's not weed, Mr. Matthews. It's something else. And it's getting very, very popular. And while it might be shaky, this hemp, they're selling it in these shops instead of, because a lot of these shops don't necessarily have, like in North Carolina, they do it. They're not allowed to sell marijuana, but they are allowed to sell CBD oil, and they are allowed to sell like hemp types of plants. So they're kind of like, it is kind of like the marijuana, but it's not. It's hemp. But it does some of the same things. And this is a very promising market. So I'm not going to say that he doesn't have a right idea. He just doesn't have none of his paperwork in order, and he's giving away all these stocks that have no value to them. If I was somebody, I would buy Batterson Farms, like whatever he got going on, I would buy it and then actually go do the stuff. But him, I just,
So was this all a motherfucking scheme?
Carol.
So was this all a motherfucking scheme?
Carol.
So was this all a motherfucking scheme?
Now that's what they should have been asking.
So was this all a motherfucking scheme?
Carol.
You know what? I don't know who that man was that was on the call that was talking real low, and he kept on saying, we don't value it. Well, what are you here for? If you can't tell us how much it's worth, what are you here for? You don't do audits. You can't tell us how much it's valued at. You can't tell us Miss Kid's over here naming all these different forms, and you don't even know what form she's talking about. Then it behooves me that he said that you can invest in it, but you can't have any charges. I'm like, but wasn't you in jail? Didn't they pull his stuff up, and wasn't he in jail? Mr. Campbell, they be using hemp for CBD oil. This is really what it's for. They have hemp CBD gummies, hemp CBD drinks, the same compound. I mean, yeah. It says most CBD products are made from hemp plants, as they contain far more CBD and almost no THC. So THC is what is deemed illegal, right? That's the compound that creates the high. But you can get CBD oil, hemp oil, cannabis oil made from hemp. And that's what they're utilizing it for now, which I'm guessing that's what he wanted to use it for. Dave said that he was using hemp for a pulled muscle. So basically, he's not too far off. He just doesn't have no money, don't have no backers, and his stocks are worthless. He's not too far off, though. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. You could probably go about this two ways. Number one, you already have the stuff in there. So his idea in theory is not a bad idea. It's not. What he's saying he wants to do, it sounds good, right? There is possibly a lot of money available, but what I'm saying is, if you look up hemp, it does have some weight in it. But what he's doing is he doesn't have any financial backing behind it. He doesn't have any land behind it. He doesn't have any assets behind what he's saying. And you know what? For FAMU's sake, when Batterson Farms brought this to their attention, it being an agricultural type of university, it sounded good, right? And you know what? Barring the fact that it's not worth the ridiculous amount of money, 237 million. If I'm any other agricultural university like Alcorn, seriously, on a serious note, even FAMU on a serious note, you guys really need to look into the hemp industry and what types of investments you can make into it. Okay. I'm not going to tell you how I know about all this hemp. It was just interesting that came up. But okay, let me talk about the 5 things that are worth more than these stocks. The 5 things that I got going on, right? These are the 5 things that I have. Monopoly money. Definitely worth more than these stocks, private stocks that have not been valued, that have nothing behind it. Monopoly money is definitely worth more. Roblox gift cards. Lord, y'all gotta keep like kids, especially if they have like an iPhone or an Android, make sure you do not keep your debit cards connected, right? Do not keep your debit cards connected to these phones. I used to work for Truist right up until the pandemic hit, and then they was sending us home, and I had a 3-year-old at the time. That's a long story in and of itself. But I would have folks call me, and they would have like $1,500 charged on their card of these kids that would order like Roblox money. It would be like thousands of dollars. And they're like, I don't know how this got off of my card. Somebody hacked my card. I don't know how this happened. And come to find out, their kids were buying every time you have to like get past a certain stage, and you would have to work harder to do it, or you have to wait, and you can instantly do it if you click this button and buy this. They were buying it. Damn, Blockbuster stocks. Whew. Sheesh. Didn't Blockbuster go extinct? Penny stock. What y'all know about the penny stocks? What do y'all know about penny stocks? Okay. Make no mistake, penny stocks are worth more than that. The Batterson Farm paper that he gave. And it's not even paper. We got Warren Buffett stocks. There's a whole bunch of stocks. Lord help me. I ain't even gonna hold you. I love using Kohl's Cash. Now, Miak Mike had a post on here, and he was wrong. He was wrong as 2 left shoes, because why are you including Chuck E. Cheese in this mess? Chucky ain't been bothering nobody. The kids love Chuck E. Cheese. I don't understand why Miak Mike felt the need to bring Chuck E. Cheese into it and talk about the Chuck E. Cheese coins that the kids love, by the way. See, and he's still going. I'm gonna just share what he said because he's doing too much, and I didn't say it, I just shared. I'm not saying none of this, I'm just sharing what he said. Okay, y'all. Miak Mike been going in, and Let's see. It said, hopefully when Big Baby gets out of prison, he can get a job in FAMU's administration. He'll fit right in with the crooked cabal down there in Tallahassee. Breaking. Glenn Big Baby Davis has been sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for his scheme to fraud the NBA's insurance plan. Good Lord. Miak, Mike, that's not nice. Okay, I was trying to find the Chuck E. Cheese post because I was like, why did he say that? Well, I don't know where it is. It's gone. It's gone. Oh, here it is right here. Mind you, I'm being in the capacity of a journalist right now. I'm just reading some of the reactions to the $237 million donation. This is what happens when you unfairly give out a number one HBCU ranking to a school in Florida that doesn't deserve it. How are you the number one public HBCU and you're able to be fooled by a low-level con man? This man has allegedly donated $237 million in Chuck E. Cheese coins to FAMU. Damn. Wait, what? Is Nickel World still open? Stop. It says Green Flower is partnering with universities around the country to certify people in the cannabis industry. My brother got his from LSU. And that's what I'm saying. If you are an agricultural university, what are you doing? You need to be on the line with Green Flower ASAP, especially as an HBCU. These are Valley needs to be on the phone with them. Alcorn needs to be on the phone with them. Who else? Alabama A&M. Who else need to be on there? Y'all comment below some of these universities that need to be invested in. Shoot, Gremlin got all that. Gremlin got all that forest that they was crawling through last year when Hugh Jackson was having those young men do their, I don't know what it was, type of promo video. Okay. Oh, Lord. Mr. Campbell, don't be putting Alcorn out like that. When you look up these partnerships, there are no HBCUs. And there's a reason for that. And we Prairie View, like Green Flower, I will be reaching out to Green Flower right now. How are you literally have agriculture in the name of your university and you're not on board? Like, this industry is getting ready to go. You know what they're preparing these particular universities or these people who are at these universities, they're preparing them to own it. You know, for as long as I can remember, cannabis has always been what they utilize to incarcerate Black and brown disproportionately. And now they're trying to figure out how they're going to monetize it. You need to be trained. You need to have your certifications. You need to offer these types of certifications and trainings. This needs to be done now. And so I feel like, in theory, what he wanted to do with it, great idea. How many of y'all know what kind of coin this is? What kind of currency this is? Actually, I need to be looking up my Dogecoin because I bought it when it was, I don't even know, there were so many zeros after the dot, so it was dot 0.0000. It was so many when I bought it, and now it's up to 15 cents. I need to figure out how much I have now. Here we go. It recently went up to 15 cents per stock when it was like 0.000000. It says FAM has a med marijuana research department. Okay, even so, they definitely need to I think they had the right idea. And then, did you notice? I don't know if anybody noticed, right? Did anybody notice that on that call today, the lady said we were going to bring in the other people from those departments, but we decided not to. We were going to bring in the other people from certain departments, like the agricultural department, but then we decided not to. Why would you decide not to? A person from the agricultural department would have probably been able to look into their agricultural database to see if he actually is verified in Texas, or does he have his permits. That was probably something they actually have a database for. See? It went up to 18 cents. It was 15 cents. Now it's 18. It done jumped 3 cents. And when I tell you Doge was literally there was a couple of zeros after the dot. That's how much it was worth. And now it's worth 18 cents. This is huge. It's a huge jump, by the way. A big jump. So yeah. All right. So now what I want to do is I'm going to pull up for you guys the actual contract, which it's funny how they were claiming that they had they said that they had an NDA, but we've been able to pretty much, with the exception of a couple of things, we've been able to see literally everything else. We've been literally able to, and just bear with me one moment. So while I'm pulling this up, I wanted to say congratulations. It looks like the Rattlers have been having a tough time all these last couple of days. It looks like Jackson State University women's softball team was able to come out with that W today in the tournament versus FAMU. It looks like we done struck, and struck again, right? So we're getting ready to pull up this agreement, and the NDA, I think, covers addresses of the participants from what I was told. Addresses? Yeah, because that lady was telling all the business. But the one guy, when he got on there, he was like, oh, we can't discuss it because of, I'm like, huh? What you mean you can't discuss it? You better be discussing something. You better be discussing something. All right, let me see if I pulled it up for you guys to see. There we go. So Jackson State will be in the championship tomorrow. Y'all tune in. The softball team. How y'all gonna be in the championship and we beat y'all? We gotta beat you again? Dang. Lord, somebody said the blue magic. All right. So this is, and mind you, I'm interested in knowing what lawyer was there. Did they have a notary? Who read over this? So this is the gift agreement that they had. The Isaac Batterson family 7th trust, expendable and endowed funds. Yo, this is already a red flag right here. Like, it's missing the date. It is double elimination. Oh, it's not tomorrow. Dang, we gotta see you again. Why we gotta see you again? All right, so let me see something, because this is already a red flag right here. Just to even start off, you already have what's that website where you can get contracts and they're like partially filled out? They already don't have a day on here. It's not filled in. This agreement is made this blank day of April 2024. It's not even filled out. I do not give out legal advice, but when certain things on a contract are not executed properly, it's not a contract that can be held. You can't hold it up, right? You can't hold up the contract. Because, yeah. So if it's missing signatures and other things are missing, it's not an executable contract. So that's already red flag number one. But anyway, it's a mutual understanding of the Isaac Batterson Family Seventh Trust, the donor, and the FAMU Foundation. So basically what that means is the FAMU Foundation is really, really responsible for this ridiculousness. It's in the contract. Description of the gift. The donor donated 14 million shares of stock of intrinsic value worth at least $239 million. So when I utilized my calculator to figure out, like, okay, 14 million, that's a lot of stock, right? That's a lot of stock. And so when I did the math, I was doing 237. I don't know what happened to the other 2 million, but because they basically said 237 million, but on here it says 239. So it's missing $2 million. So let's do $239 million and divide it by $14 million. And it's basically $17 a share. But in this agreement, do you know that they have an additional $61 million over 10 years as set forth on Appendix A? So yeah, the original gift was 239, but it also says 61 million as well. The donated shares are in a Carta account, which is an equity management platform used to manage valuations and investments. And it also operates a Carta X private exchange, which is a way for employees and shareholders to sell their stocks before the company goes public or is acquired. FAMU Foundation Inc. can sell stock shares, but if sold to an individual, the individual cannot have a drug offense. And I'm guessing that little part right there where it says the individual cannot have a drug offense is probably because it's hemp company, CBD oil, like, yeah. And then it says that the value of the shares increases to any amount exceeding over the $300 million. Additional funds will be allocated 50% to athletics, of which 10% will be at the VP Director of Intercollegiate Athletics discretion. So that means that 10% of the 50% will be for AD Sykes to determine. The other 90% will be added to the athletics endowment. So I'm guessing 10% of the 50% and then 90% of the 50%. Weird. This is also very weird, like, language. 50% to the university, of which 10% will be at the president's discretion. So that what they're meaning is 10% of that 50% to the university, and then the other 90% of the 50% will be used for student success initiatives. The donor will receive a plaque at the Will Packer Performing Arts Amphitheater for each endowed scholarship fund that reaches $100 million in cash. What? No, $100,000 in cash. Wait. He'll receive a plaque for each scholarship fund? That says only 100,000. That's really ridiculous. A plaque for each one? It said, it is the desire of the donor to remain anonymous until Mr. Jerami agrees to make it public. Until such time, the donation will be known through and as the Isaac Batterson Seven Family Trust and Gregory Jerami as representative of it. This is really weird. So I want to show you guys the main ingredient, which is that it's not signed in its capacity. Like all of it's not signed. So this is what I'm looking at right here. Oh no, they said dude ain't got no teeth. Lord, what are they talking about? So, Gregory Jerami Family Foundation is a representative. Chris Harper is a witness, resign. The Isaac Batterson Family Seven Trust representative and the witness did not sign it. So therefore, how is it going to be executed? It can't. It's not even signed by all the parties. And then the board of directors is in here. Like the board of directors name is up and all throughout this contract, but you guys didn't bring them in. Larry Robinson signed it. And then there's a witness that you can't really tell what they said. Shanta Friday Stroud is the executive director of the Family Foundation and the vice president for university advancement. The witness is somebody who you can't really tell what it is, right? I can't really make that out. But I will say this, unless that's, no, that's not Tiffany Dawn Sykes. I was trying to see if her name's on here. It's not. I don't see AD Sykes' name on here. This looks like something that was printed off on a Excel spreadsheet. I'm not even gonna hold you. But basically, it had the numbers, right, on how it's going to be dispersed. And it's over the total of 10 years. But this literally looks like something that was done on an Excel spreadsheet. So I don't know, you guys. It just looks like something that you can do in class. Oh, okay. Audrey Smith. Yeah. I would be saying I didn't do that. So anyway, the person who was supposed to, who's actually over the trust and where all the money is allegedly coming from, they didn't even sign. They didn't even sign. How do you not make sure that that person signs? Absolutely ridiculous. If they don't sign, the contract's null and void anyway. So now that we see that it's not signed, right? And so technically this contract is not executable because that's the main person with all the money. He just gave you stocks that aren't worth anything. But whatever's in that trust is what is supposed to basically financially back the trust gift agreement. So since that has not been signed, the next question is, what are they going to do with all that stock? Can they just give it back and just act like nothing happened? Or do you go ahead and hold on to it in hopes that maybe, possibly, one day it actually will be worth something. From what I could gather from that meeting, they sounded like more, and it wasn't even the people who signed it. They weren't really saying anything. So the people who signed outside of Shantae Friday Stroud, they weren't really saying anything to say, hey, we messed up. They were basically still trying to make this fetch, to make this seem like it was a good idea. So the reason why I don't think that he is over the trust is there has to be somebody else, which is why it's blank. Otherwise, Gregory Geronimi would have signed both places. So there's has to be another representative outside of Gregory Geronimi, or else he would have also signed it. And on this particular page where the signatures are, it has Gregory Geronimi Family Foundation representative where he signed it. And then his handwriting looks like my son can sign his name better than that. And then you have the Isaac Batterson Family 7th Trust representative. If he was the representative for that, then he should have signed twice. Well, then why he didn't sign it? Like, you can't even execute this particular, he should have signed it twice. Or they should have eliminated that line. You cannot, even if that's the case. She said he's acting in both capacities. Well, I know there's some lawyers in the chat, but to my understanding, a contract has to be complete. And so having a line open like this, regardless of if he acts in both, it wouldn't be complete. You can't have a blank space on a contract. Even if he's acting in both, it should have said Gregory Geronimi Family Foundation representative, and he should have signed both, basically. Or the names for the Isaac Patterson Family Trust representative should have been right along the lines with his other one. So at this point, this contract is already shaky, but the fact that you have a blank line open doesn't look too good. You can't have a non-complete contract. They might should have had also a notary on hand to verify stuff, initials, just because it's so scammy. They should have had a notary on hand. And it's just terrible. It's just terrible. It's shameful. It's shameful. I want to know how y'all gonna fix it. I haven't heard one person saying anything about resignations. If you guys think this is it's gonna blow over, it's not. The national media has taken this story and they've taken it and they're getting ready to run with it. And when you get stories like this that become popular and they make too much noise, you get the SEC involved, and we're not talking about the conference that FAMU thought they were going to on Saturday after it was announced. We're talking about this securities. I think it will blow over. What? Ain't no way in hell it'll blow over. Ain't no way it's gonna blow over. No. First of all, it's a complete and utter embarrassment. That's number one. Number two, certain types of media, when they get a hold of some of these things and they start meddling and stuff, then you have to hold people accountable. His website is even scammy. His website is scammy. You know what happens when you have now somebody perpetrating or presenting something like this and it's not true? If you've been to the Batterson Farms website, it's a decent website. Let me see if he took this lady down. Nope, she's still up there. This lady right here, he has her name is Kim Abbott. She ran for, or she was like an elected official in Alabama. He has her on his website, and she said that she is not in any shape or form affiliated with this trust. She don't know nothing about it. She only gives him advice, and that she's not supposed to be up there. So that in and of itself right now, that's another red flag, right? You got somebody on here that has you on their website. Thank you, Mr. Barnes. Oh my goodness. She said that I don't have nothing to do with this man's website. I don't see no. And where was the lawyer at, Mr. Campbell? Where was the lawyer? Who was the lawyer in that room? Yeah. She is she said that she's not affiliated with this website and he needs to take her down. And that was on Monday when people started calling, asking questions. And he tried to be slick by not using her full name. By just like taking, because her full name is Kim Rafferty Abbott. And if you go on here, it talks about her. I was like, dang. But it does have Abbott in there. She is a part of, it does say that she was a part of like Environmental Justice Society, and she was also on the city council and stuff like that. But Miss Rafferty says she knows who this person is, but she don't know him like that. She doesn't have anything to do with his foundation. Did Mr. Haynes just say that a crime was not committed? There is definitely some ethical violations for a university president, a vice president of the university, the AD, I don't know what capacity, the FAMU Foundation executive director, and a couple of other people. There's definitely some ethical violations in signing a contract with this person without having actual FAMU counsel looking at the paperwork. There's definitely ethical violations. The same way that Gaucher was signing contracts without proper authority. I'm pretty sure that actually before they execute this contract, shouldn't there have been legal looking over this? I'm mad that I know which movie or which series you're talking about because my son watches it. Maybe ethical and maybe fraud. I think there might be some fraud stuff going on though, right? You can't just claim that something is worth $237 million and there's no backing. And there's definitely some violations with the people who are who came on there and they were like giving sound financial advice and it wasn't sounding right. They were trying to say, we're not for valuation, we're not trying to let you guys know how much it's worth. We don't even check to see if there's an audit. Like, there has to be some ethical violations. And on his part, this is the highest level of fraud. If you're telling me there's no type of violations for misrepresenting your company, that you don't actually own or haven't actually started doing any hemp farming, there has to be. And then telling people they can't talk or mention it because you don't want it to get out. What? And then they saying the man didn't have no teeth. What are they suing him for? Suing him for what? They got all his stock. They better make that stock work. What are you going to sue him for? The trust that he doesn't have, that there's no money in? At this point, FAMU just needs to take the blame. Y'all need to comment, who do you think, without name dropping, just name drop their title. Do you think that somebody should have to resign or not? Now, because some people are saying, hey, they didn't really do anything. If y'all don't feel like there's anything wrong with it, then I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. That's what I'm gonna do.
How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to try to fix it.
How you gonna fix it?
How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to try to fix it. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused down here today. God ain't pleased with this. You can't do the saints like this. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm doing a refund. Cause I'm doing one to me. How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to try to fix it. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused down here today. God ain't pleased with this. You can't do the saints like this. Oh, I don't even know if I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm doing a refund. Cause I'm doing one to me. How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to try to fix it.
And y'all saying that there's no, and y'all are over here saying no laws have been broken. Ain't nobody stole nothing. What are y'all gonna do with this stuff that's just sitting in your account? You're just gonna hold on to it? Like, is that it? Yes. If I'm a student, I want a refund on that commencement speaker. I need a refund on my graduation. Y'all just went and got a scammer. He not a Bernie Madoff though. Mr. Campbell, I'm not throwing it away because here, go ahead and tell him to sell it to me. Let me see how much it's worth. Let's see. 14 million. Let's see. Let me see how much I can get it for. How much can I afford it? I'll buy it. It's 14 million stocks. I'll buy all 14 million for a penny. Does he get to keep the presidential medal? He needs to return it. Lord. FAMU, what? Okay, put it down in the chat. An old saying, don't take any wooden. Finish the sentence. Don't take any wooden. What's the ending? And I know these older folks. I know the older folks know the answer to it. Everybody that's in the administration knows. Don't take any wooden nickels. There you go. Y'all just over there just what? Wooden. Them nickels is wooden. Ain't worth a damn. Now, me personally, I guess I'm gonna just keep this $14 million 14 million stocks that are probably not even worth a penny, which is $140,000. They got to be at least worth a penny, right? Now, JB. Bitcoin is worth something. Fool's gold. Lord have mercy. I pray to God I never get scammed that bad. Please. Please don't let me get scammed like that. I've been called green back in the day, but please don't tell me no lie like that. That lie sounded too good to be true. Oh Lord. All right. So we looked at that. They had their meeting. They're just hoping that it'll blow over and nobody has to resign from this. There's no consequences. It's not no consequences for that. Lord. All right. We're going to listen to, I don't even know if it was Chuck E. Cheese coins. I didn't know that it was stock. So when I first heard it, I was like, I wonder how much the insufficient funds fee is for $237 million. Like, what happens with that?
And by the way, the money is in the bank. And by the way, the money is in the bank.
He said the money in the bank.
The money is in the bank. And by the way, the money is in the bank.
He said it was money.
And by the way, the money is in the bank. And by the way, the money is in the bank.
They said he wear a mask like that because he ain't got no teeth. Is that true, Mr. Campbell? He ain't got no teeth. Listen, I'm not getting ready to talk about nobody's teeth, but is that the reason why he was wearing a mask? Because it obviously wasn't for COVID. It's like this. Like, if you're trying to keep from getting COVID, you're supposed to wear it up here. Oh God. He gave Dr. Robinson a Dollar Tree bucket. I don't even know what my phone is. Please don't let me see a picture and this man ain't got no teeth in his mouth. By the way, the money is in the bank. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I am ashamed. I'm shamed for y'all. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for your donation. Y'all, I'm so ashamed. I don't even know if I could show y'all this picture because I don't want to make fun of people's teeth. Oh, oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm so ashamed. Y'all, I'm so ashamed right now. I feel sorry for, I feel so bad because those folks need to resign now. I need to pull up Deion Sanders doing his prayer. Not today, not tomorrow, but now. They need to resign now. Y'all, you knew damn well. You know how you'll see something and you'll be like, now they knew damn well. Excuse my French because y'all gonna make me cuss on here. Cause you knew damn well you was wrong as two left shoes for that. Y'all, I'm ashamed. I'm so ashamed. And I'm getting ready to pull it up. This is a trigger warning. Because I'm gonna need for the lady who was doing all the snitching, I'm not gonna say your name on here, but I need for you to immediately resign. After I can write it for you if you need help. You need to resign ASAP. Cause it ain't no way that this went on. Like, I just looked at this man's grill and I was like, oh my God, this is so bad. Oh no. That's not right. You can't do the saints like that. Mm-mm. Y'all, it's so bad. This is one of those I'm gonna sit outside till the police come. This is one of those. So I'm gonna say, you know what I will say? I'll say like prayer. We could say a prayer. Cause this picture is so bad. Oh, Lord. So then if after seeing his this picture of his teeth, I'm just like, oh, so y'all knew. Mr. Ford said he's gonna let them rest. He's gonna let them make it, right? That's what I thought he was doing. I thought he was letting them make it. Oh, Lord. Miss Jerome, you would want to see this picture of this man, and then he looked like something off of The Hills Have Eyes. Y'all, okay, so let me give y'all an assignment. How about we do this? We need to find out a new name for FAMU with the number 237 in it. I'm trying to get this. So I seen a couple on Twitter, but yeah, after looking at this, and EA's over here talking about it's sad, but what's sad is that you're based off of what I just saw, it looked like they were trying to actually take advantage of him. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, if I see something like this, I'm gonna think you're trying to take advantage of the man, because there's obviously something wrong with him. It looks scary. I would be scared to talk to a man whose teeth look like that, talking about I got 237 million. And y'all went for it, and y'all believed it. He told y'all that he had 300 million and he ain't got no teeth in his mouth, and y'all believed it. Y'all have a mental illness, or you were trying to exploit somebody with mental illness. Thank you, Mr. Price. Okay, when I pull this up, that's why he had that mask on. And I don't know if you guys know this, but like, that type of stuff is deadly. Woo! I feel sorry for him now. I feel bad. There was something wrong with him, and y'all were just trying to take 300 million from him. Even if he did have 300 million. Oh, y'all wrong for that. Now I'm looking at, dang, y'all was trying to scam. So this is what happened. You was trying to scam him out of his millions, and you ended up getting scammed. That's what it looks like on paper. On paper, it looks now like y'all were trying to scam him, because you probably believe he might do have 300 million sitting in this trust. Let me go ahead and try to get it. It is very bad. I'm trying to think of a gospel song to formulate it. That's how bad it is. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to pull it up. Godspeed, and may God have mercy on their souls. Because the minute that man would have walked up in my office with no teeth in his mouth, we wouldn't have had nothing else to talk about. All of y'all need to resign immediately. Effective immediately. FAMU folks be getting on me talking about my bottom teeth. And you know what? I just want to make this abundantly clear. I am not laughing at this man's teeth. I'm laughing at the audacity for the people who were responsible for trying to get this $237 million and $60 million. I'm laughing at them because they know they are wrong. Wrong. The fact that you could have sat there in a meeting and talked to him while he is like that, and without the teeth, the mental illness, it's like abundantly clear. So now, instead of FAMU looking like they got bamboozled, it feels like y'all was trying to get over. Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul. Lord. Oh, God. I don't know this man. Brianna, please. Please. This is not the right time for how you gonna fix it? You gonna mess me up in that man? I done gonna call the police because the refund is due under me. Lord, you can't do the saints like that. I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. Oh, oh God. Oh, Lord. Oh my goodness. I'm hot. Oh no. Oh Lord. You can't do the saints like that. You know what? They probably did believe he had the 300 million. And first of all, Deputy Mario, we are not laughing at, and this young man is not disabled. He is not disabled. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there. Oh, God. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there. Oh, God. Somebody said that he has mental health issues, but I didn't get that from him. He knows what a bank is.
And by the way, the money is in the bank. And by the way, the money is in the bank. And by the way, the money is in the bank.
Imagine you got all these folks up here cheering for this man. You know what? And I'm just going to say this honestly, like from his point of view, I'm sure that being able to speak in front of thousands of people and they're cheering and clapping, I'm imagining that probably was one of the biggest highlights of his life, right? And so he's approached Southern. He's approached some other schools now. I was told that it was up to like 10 to 15 different schools that this man has approached. And when vetted properly, he backed off from whatever it is that he was trying to do. And it just goes to show you, you know, if at first you don't succeed, just dust yourself off and try again. So it looks like that's what he did. He just kept going and going until he found the right one, right? I'm gonna look for Lay Me at the Throne. Leave me there. I'm gonna look it up, y'all. And so a little bit about his background, he was adopted. And so apparently the it's the adopted family's trust, and the adopted family might did have a whole bunch of money, but if you did, why wouldn't you make sure that your adopted son's teeth are fixed? Good Lord. So he might have like delusions of grandeur, delusions of grandeur, because there's no way that this could possibly be real, and it is real. So we need to be laying it at the throne. Lord have mercy.
Lay me at the throne. Lay me there.
Mm-mm.
I want to gaze upon your glory. Lay me at the throne. I want to gaze upon your glory.
But FAMU has a law school too.
Lay me at the throne. Lay me there.
Poor man.
I want to gaze upon your glory.
Mm-mm-mm-mm. So now,
lay me at the throne. Lay me there.
maybe he had a copy of the bank
wanna
statement in the trust.
gaze upon
Maybe they
your
do got
glory.
500 million in the trust. Who knows?
Lay me.
Just lay me at the throne, because I'm not gonna be no more good. After seeing that, you know what? At first I thought it was like a setup to get the president fired and the AD fired. But after looking at this, I do not have, like, I can't, in good conscience and in good faith, I can't stand up for them at this point in time. Like, I can't stand up for them anymore. And did anybody see the man that always be asking about the coaches? Did y'all see him? Why he didn't ask no questions? Kim, you need to close that school. It's deeper than that. You should really look into the corner. What's deeper? Here he go over there talking in code. What does he mean it's deeper? What's deeper? Do he got the money? Is he an alien? Like, what are we talking about? He's Donald Trump's long lost cousin. Lay me at the throne. Leave me there. I want to gaze upon your glory. I cannot believe that some of these folks are still employed. Not after seeing that. Yeah, where the coaches? I was looking for him to say something. So that's how you know some of these folks, they only care about football. They don't care about nothing else. They don't care that they almost got scammed. They don't care about nothing else. All they know is they need to hit coaches. We need to take care of our coaches. Like, I'm not even gonna see there's lines that shouldn't be crossed, right? So this is a line that I will not cross for myself, which is when FAMU say something smart and you just put this up. Like, I'm not going to do that. Okay? I'm not crossing those lines on Twitter. Okay? Like when FAMU say something smart, like somebody, you know how we have our Jackson State trolls and we have our FAMU trolls. Like when one of us says something smart and then we just put this up. I'm not going to do that. But I will say this. I don't know, now as that's being revealed that he doesn't have any teeth in his mouth, that would explain why he had that mask on and why he was not covering his nose, because it wasn't to cover his nose for COVID. It was to cover his mouth. Yeah. All right. And Miss Shell, or I don't know if it's you need to tell me how to pronounce it. Is it Y-Shell or is it Yashell? So let's get this recap. This is a quick recap, y'all, because you in the thick of it. So basically, we thought that FAMU was being scammed by Mr. Gregory Geranimi, but after seeing his grill, I would venture to say that FAMU thought they was about to hit a $237 million lick. This man came to them wanting to give some money. He wanted to give one amount, but then when he saw Spellman donated $100 million, then he just dug in deep and it went up to $237 million. So basically, he said that the money is in the bank. Okay, at the presentation for graduation, everybody was cheering, and then they was bragging. FAMU said they're going to the FBS. They leaving the SWAC, moving on up to a deluxe apartment in Tallahassee. Moving on up. They said they was going to be in the same conference as Florida State, I think, or maybe they was trying to go to the SEC. But they said, forget about all y'all poor SWAC folks. We don't need y'all. We're leaving. We can even buy one of your universities. Then they found out that the Batterson Farm stock has no actual assets, land, or anything behind it to justify that number of $237 million. And he said the money was in the bank, and we were naming different types of bank: piggy bank, sperm bank, the bankhead bounce. Monopoly money is worth more. The Roblox gift cards are worth more. Penny stock is worth more. The Chuck E. Cheese coins that you get with the pizza. I haven't tried the pizza, but the kids love the pizza. It looks like it's too much cheese for me. Yeah, so, And Dogecoin is worth more than this Batterson. And they let a jack-o'-lantern do the commencement speech. There's a reason why he had a mask covering just his mouth, not his nose. It wasn't due to COVID. He don't have no teeth in his mouth. Ooh. I was giving Miss Michelle a synopsis. BBL Trizzy. Yes, BBL Trizzy. Okay, I'm getting ready to play I'm getting ready to play for y'all my video that I did earlier. Since this live is demonetized, I'll go ahead and play it. Everybody else been playing this is the little sneak diss that I did today. It's not really truly a sneak diss, but it's just something funny. Let me see. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. because some people aren't on Twitter. So you guys didn't get to see my Drake rendition from earlier. You know what? I actually think that the HBCU folks, I think that we should, like the people in HBCU spaces, I think that we should do friendly sneak disses off the BBL Drizzy. Beat. I think that would be fun. Y'all don't think so?
Like us.
They're not like us. So let me just explain. Well, I don't think they not like us is kind of self-explanatory, right? Because how y'all want to be SWAC one day, and then as soon as you get a little money, see, that's how Black folks are. As soon as they get a little bit of money, they don't want to be around you no more. All of a sudden, they too good to be around you. That's just like it, ain't it? That sound like Black folks to a T.
And by the way, the money is in the bank.
They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that open show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is? Ooh. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more.
Listen, y'all can't be claiming to be SWAC 1 week, and then as soon as you get a little bit of money, all of a sudden you too good for the SWAC. Y'all was too good for the MEAC. So then you came over to the SWAC, and y'all was like, the SWAC, what is this? We're too good for the SWAC. We're too good for the Chitlin Bowl circuit. We're too good for this. We're too good for that. Then y'all won the Celebration Bowl and you won SWAC championships. We are SWAC. We this and we that. Now y'all over here like Bow Wow. Now that's a Bow Wow challenge right there. The little Bow Wow challenge with this lottery ticket that you thought you won a lottery. And y'all was ready to leave us. Oh no, y'all gonna get these jokes. Y'all are going to get these jokes. All right. So to end the live tonight, I just want to see, is anybody coming up here? If not, that's fine. I do want to, dang, I can't believe that man didn't have no teeth in his mouth. It does make you appreciate the ability to chew different. Scam You reminds me of Good Times. When they cut the landlord before they moved out the ghetto. EA needs to be called to the floor. No, Mr. Ford didn't come on. Y'all, hey, you know he was going to say some stuff. You know Mr. Ford was going to call him to the floor. Where's Dr. Lori? Where's Dr. Lori? Dr. Lori, we want to hear from you. Oh, see? Y'all was over here talking that big boy stuff. I'm talking about had the fur coat with the fur hat. Y'all was too good for the SWAT. Did we get a new recruit today? Oh, you know who I wanted to say congratulations for, because I have been going in on him. Mr. Savion Wilkerson got his degree today. That's the former Delaware State, former West Virginia, former Jackson State, now former Colorado, current Georgia State student. So congratulations, Savion, on getting your degree from Colorado. And Dr. Lori, as Dr. Lori said, my chest can't be tight. Well, somebody's chest needs to be tight after this debacle, okay? Because when y'all got that 237 million, I know for sure, I was like, oh, I know the band's going to be there. I know the band is going to be there. I wish I had that news. Somebody did a news story on it. And one of the students got on there and was like, well, I hope that they give money to the Marching 100 because we're the reason why FAMU is known and we don't never get any money from them folks. So I hope some of this money goes towards the Marching 100. Not David Buster's card. Oh, Lord. Dr. Lori, we want to hear from you. Mr. Campbell, where's Mr. Campbell at? Where is Mr. Campbell? I'm going to act like I'm Mr. Ford. Where is Mr. Campbell at? Is he going to talk about how Jackson State whooped on FAMU's softball ass today? Oh, Lord. So this is what I'm praying. So FAMU, all of this shall pass, right? Usually stuff like this only lasts 48 hours. Unless somebody resigns, you're going to prolong it. So somebody needs to resign. I think that the Friday lady should go ahead and take one for the team and resign. Because if she resigns, then, okay, it'll go away, right? Because, they said, did the APR numbers drop? Then we're going to be on your ass for another week. Oh, Dr. Lori could have fixed his teeth in the agreement. That would have been great. Yes, we beat the Snakes. Let me pull it up. They said they wanted to be, okay, so this is funny. They said they didn't want to be a part of the SWAC no more. We're too good for y'all, blah, blah, blah. And now that people are saying get out of the SWAC, now it's like, what happened to HBC unity? Like you said you wanted to leave. You said you wanted to leave. Now all of a sudden you don't really want to leave. So what's that about? Make up your mind. Do you really want to leave or do you not? Let me see. I'll go to JSU Tigers Athletics. Listen, y'all. All right. Ooh, now that I got on that red. Ooh, Lord, and she got on a red bandana. Lord, they was flagging today. They was flagging. Do you hear me? Look at this outfit. That looked like all red to me. Good Lord, that's a lot of red. Oh, y'all don't see it. Let me pull it up for y'all. The same thing that'll make you laugh will make you cry. I wouldn't be laughing at nobody's water system. Dang. They said if y'all APR scores ain't right either, fam, you getting ready to get punched down until October 19th. Dang. Look at that red they had on. What did Coach Reed say before she exited? When my players wear red, that means business. With the flag. They wasn't playing. Did you guys get a chance to see the play from yesterday? It was really good because basically Alabama State was up 5-2 in the eighth, and Jackson State scored a 3-run home run. Let me see if I can pull it up. I was like, dang. Softball standing on business, okay? They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Okay, let me pull this up and then I'll pull up the ladies softball. So actually, we've gotten like 6 commits in the last couple of days. And as a football update, of course, Jackson State, them coaches is everywhere. I'm talking about Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, California. So KJ Giles Jr. is a defensive lineman out of San Diego State University. That's who committed today. Just we need some good edge rushers. As you know, last week we lost Devontae Davis, and he ended up going to FAU. But yeah, we've been getting some other recruits. I could pull them up real quick. Anthony Cunningham Jr. is from Iowa State University. If it would come up. And he is on the defensive line as well. So it looks like we got like we lost Devontae Davis, and then of course we've gained several defensive linemen along with Tyus Martin, who is still at Jackson State. Jeremiah Williams is still at Jackson State. So we still have some defensive linemen that are still there. Brian Moss is from Eastern Michigan. I don't know what happened. We just got a whole bunch of folks. I think we got 2 people from Eastern Michigan. Brian Moss, of course, that was earlier on in the week. He's a running back. Good Lord. Oh, it's Bryson. Excuse me. Bryson Moss is a running back. Welcome to the SWAC. And then I guess maybe this was one of those 2-for-1 deals. That's a quarterback. And Cameron McCoy is not only is he a quarterback, but he also plays baseball. So he's a 2-sport athlete. So that'll be interesting to see. He's committed to both baseball and football. All right. I'm trying to find those videos. I thought it was on here. I don't see it. This must be from earlier today. This is Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. Oh, their Twitter. Florida A&M and the Okay, so basically, Florida A&M plays Bethune-Cookman tomorrow. So if Bethune-Cookman wins, then it'll be Bethune-Cookman and Jackson State. Because we're already in the SWAC. So, yeah. That's cool. That's what's up. We're in the SWAC championship. So tomorrow is Bethune-Cookman versus Florida A&M. And then Jackson State will go against the winner for that. So if FAMU doesn't win tomorrow, they're not actually going to see Jackson State.
Right here, ladies. Congratulations.
This is coming right before. So congratulations to the Jackson State softball team. Oh, championship. No, Alabama State versus FAMU. I think we play Alabama State. Oh, okay. We have to lose twice. How many times did we lose? We have to lose twice. How many times did we lose? Once or none? We didn't lose at all. Okay. Championships tomorrow evening. So, okay, good. Okay. So we're in the lead. Oh, Doc, I'm not even looking at this. Yep, the Cameron young man yeah. Okay. So that's what's up. We haven't lost none. So big for us. What's up, Doc?
Hey, nothing. How you doing, sis? I see you back with civilization. Oh,
I'm back with what?
Civilization.
I've always been here. I just been doing school and stuff. There we go.
That was me. My bad.
I was, of course, I tuned into your live. And it was interesting, right? To see that. But where's the vote, no vote of confidence? Like,
Drink
what is that?
Southern Home. I don't even drink wine. I drunk
Southern
one already.
Home?
Mm-hmm. White Zinfandel. I don't even drink wine like that.
Man, you better stop doing all that before it give you high blood pressure. You don't need that.
I'm already good. I'm good. Well, they did re-vote on it and they passed the vote, but I'm just trying to figure out, in the sense there was not enough people for quorum up in there, to even go to a vote on that. So really, the vote, to me, I just think it was null and void.
Wait, when you said they passed the resolution, what did they pass?
So they went back and voted again on the audit.
Voted on doing an audit of what?
I guess the
Batterson Farms.
The finances. The
what?
So it did go. Yeah.
So they're going to do an audit. Why are they not voting for somebody to resign?
I think, and I don't know if Mr. Campbell is in here, so don't beat me up. I don't know. To me, I just hope and pray that is good, but the way it's looking, it ain't looking good over there. And
no, but what I'm saying is
the process of adding high dollar donations. That's the reason why.
Okay.
Yeah,
they don't have to worry. Wait until the government picks it up. Oh my gosh. I just wanted to make this abundantly clear because I've seen some people that are now picking this story up and they're outside of HBCU spaces. So I should have mentioned this in the beginning of the live, but this in no way impacts or has an effect on HBCUs at all. Like, It doesn't have anything to do with, all HBCUs X, Y, and Z. Like, no,
right.
It doesn't even have really anything to do with FAMU. It has to do with maybe 8 people or less that are in very high roles at FAMU. It might speak to that, to their credibility, to their thought process, their accountability, that they'll do backdoor deals or do things behind the back that they shouldn't, it'll speak to that, but it doesn't speak for all HBCUs. Because I've noticed that some folks that are picking things up that are not necessarily a part of the HBCU community, they might try to misconstrue it or make it one of those all people are like this.
Spin the narrative to include just every last one of us. And
yeah, type in the chat of some of the things that folks thought they was gonna get from FAMU. Folks thought they was gonna get from FAMU with this money that they now got to put on the back burner. One thing they got to put on the back burner is the band probably coming to Jackson State. That's on the back burner. What do you think, Doc?
I did what President Robinson did put on there. He did say that he wanted to kind of suspend the whole donation thing until they actually get down to it. And but at the same, it's like vetting for 6 months, man. When you get somebody who got a check of history like that, man, you're not doing anything.
They're gonna have to put Willie back on the show. Willie. They're gonna have to put him back on.
And so, and another thing, and another thing, man, it's like all this was going on back then. If you get this guy, the thing that happened was, it's like Willie gone. That was what, in January, right? So that was 5 months ago. Celebration Bowl. So this happened during the football season when they vetted it. Try to say they vetted this guy right here, and then to go behind the board of trustees and not get them involved on it it's a whole, excuse my language, it's a whole shit show. Because if they would have got the money, it would have boosted up their endowment and stuff like that. And it's when I
tell you they had that stuff spent down to the dollar, they said they was going FBS, they was leaving the SWAC. Y'all peasants, y'all can't sit next to us. And now we look over and we're just like, y'all can't sit next to us doing all that scamming now.
So and the thing about it is that if the president vetted him, knew how to check a history about this guy, and then they still proceeded to go along with it, says a lot.
I don't think that the president actually himself did it. When you have people like that in your cabinet and they're responsible for doing all the vetting, like the president in many ways just is the head figure, right? So he's not going to take it upon himself to do anything. He'll basically sign off on things.
Right. He'll sign off on it.
I need to listen to Kenny Stokes where he said he need to leave that dope alone. Because that's what it was. Let me see what this is.
And when the signer of the NDAs, who signed the NDA, having the athletic director sign the NDA, that kind of just
she was already this is all while she's going through all this bull.
Right. And
Like all
so
that whole fiasco with the
coach,
hiring of
my Bishop said it smell like raw boo boo. Oh Lord.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
So when don't be saying nothing about me, honey. Y'all need to worry about that the scam that they just tried to run. Did you see that he ain't have no teeth in his mouth? The minute that man would have came up to me with the goodwill, but you know, people with a lot of money do dress like that though. Like they don't have the Gucci suits. Some of them, they like people with a lot of money, they don't necessarily dress like Gucci and Prada, and the one with the ultra wealth, they dress like how he dresses. So maybe they thought.
People who have been speaking out about your comments, what do you have to say back to them?
How many are we talking?
You know, the sheriff in Rankin County, Madison County, let's just,
So that's 3 shares?
Right.
Out of 80 something? That's not even a percentage. Now, the first thing I say to the sheriff in Rankin County is that he a dumb bastard.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Now, can you
Thank
say
you.
that?
No,
Is
I'm
it
good.
a felony to disregard the
Wait, hold up. I thought that was he gonna leave that dope alone. What did he just say?
boy, Kenny Stokes is on one.
Oh my goodness. Wait, let me replay that real quick. Cause what? The next time this is what, yeah. So when y'all have something negative to say, this is gonna be my response then. There we go.
People who have been speaking out about your comments, what do you have to say back to them?
How many are we talking about?
I mean, the sheriff in Rankin County, Madison County, let's just,
So that's 3 shares?
Right.
Out of 80 something? That's not even a percentage. Now, the first thing I say to the sheriff in Rankin County is that he a dumb bastard. Thank you.
Now, can you
Thank
say
you.
that?
I'm through now. I done said that. No,
Is
I'm
it a
through.
felony?
Wait. Is this the same sheriff that's been? Ain't this the same sheriff that's been all over all this extra stuff that's been going on? I think it is.
People
I think
who have been speaking out about your comments, what do you have to say back to them?
How many are we talking?
I want to listen to. He need to leave that dope alone. He need to leave that dope alone. That's the one I want to listen to. Stop smoking that dope. It's driving him crazy.
And it's just so crazy. Like this is.
Oh
I think
my gosh, they are talking about that same one. That's the one that's been having all that dirt stuff going on about him, like him being a part of the goon squad. That's the goon squads. So yeah, he's right. He is a dumb bastard. Kenneth Stokes wasn't. He said he went to the joke, but I'll never tell you a lie. Okay, I need to see you where it says he need to leave that dope alone. Let me see what this one says. Because he's always saying off the chain things. Oh, last but not least, how many of y'all in the chat know about Joanne the scammer? Now I can't even say that the man was. I think the folks was scamming him now. After I done see he ain't got no teeth in his mouth, now I think they was. Like, y'all know that he was on the way together.
Is the mask off on crime because of his relationship with dope boys? in a relationship with dope.
Wait, what?
Is the man.
All right, that's enough, y'all. I'm sorry. Doc, when you going on next? Saturday?
It
Friday?
depends. Nah, Friday I gotta work. It depends on when I'm trying to get off this weekend for my Mother's Day. My mom went to Vegas this week, so she'll be back tomorrow. And I think me and my sisters are gonna try to do something for my mom on Sunday, and
That's nice.
and then Saturday my baby girl asked me to come down, go down where they stay at. And she's like, "Oh, can you do something for my mama? For mom?" I'm like, "Well, we ain't together, but that's your mother, so we'll try to see if we can do something."
Oh, that is so sweet. Okay. Yeah, because Mother's Day has nothing to do with relationships between the mother and the father, the boyfriend and the girlfriend. It's about the kid. If you got kids by a mother and she's a good mom, or even if it's somebody who's a good mom, bless her for her Mother's Day. It's hard out here being a mom. So yeah, that's nice. Take her out for dinner or something.
Yeah.
Are all hearts and minds clear? Where is Mr. Ford? Because I know he'll have some messy stuff to say. I know it.
And I thought he was gonna come on here. I was on the podcast with Troy and Troy, TP, and Marlo. The gathering old men. Oh yeah. He was actually trying to get him on. He was,
right? The round table.
Yeah. And he was actually trying to get him on there. And then after the Tallahassee Democrat put that story out there, he's like, he did a full 180. It's like, dude, they ain't coming on. I got something to do. Something came up. And so it was just, just interesting. So it's like, just to be like for real, just that whole the whole meeting was a shit show. The whole meeting shouldn't have been 2 hours long. It should have been like at least an hour.
You said it should have been longer.
It should have been shorter. It should not have been 2 hours long. It should have been like at least 1 hour.
Right. It was supposed to only be 45 minutes.
45 minutes, but Miss Shakisha, she was like, "Nah, y'all gonna have to answer for this, like for real." And I think her and Mr. Hobbs were the only ones that had some sort of common sense in that meeting.
Did they ask Miss Wins? You can find it on Doc's YouTube, HBCU Overdrive. The full meeting is streamed on there.
Mm-hmm. And then also some of the people that's on the board, like once they got into the meat and potatoes of the whole thing, they dropped off. I.e. John Crossman.
He left? That's the same board member for Bethune.
Yes, it is. I think Belvin Perry was supposed to be on there.
Who?
Belvin Perry.
Is he from Bethune too?
Yep.
Y'all, you guys got to listen. Some of these board of trustees members are also board of trustees members at Bethune. Mm-hmm. Like, how do you guys get to be on all these boards and you got all this SHIT going on? Now, Bethune, they've been doing pretty good.
They ain't saying nothing. They keeping it quiet. They keeping it close to their chest. If it was anything to come out, they don't want to be like the same. They don't want it to be the same way.
Well, they're also a private institution, so they're not held to the same standards as FAMU. So there's that.
Miss Shakisha started asking about that, about the NDAs being signed, and Florida has the sunshine law.
Right.
They gotta see it.
Right. Oh no, they're asking to see a redacted NDA.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Some
when it
people's
was
name
signed.
when it was assigned and stuff like that.
I really think
That
they're doing all of this really to basically build their case to ask certain people to resign. That's what I think
right.
it is. So in this particular case, because um, certain people's names were dropped and they already don't particularly fancy them, I feel like this will be used to make a case. Like it's either these people resign or the head president resigns. The president, maybe not in athletics, but elsewhere, has done a phenomenal job with FAMU. So it'll be weird to see if they try to ask for his head, because then who do you get to replace you?
So the people have already said this. The main people they feel like that needs to be resigned is the head of the FAMU Foundation, which is Shante Friday Stroud, of course, Larry Robinson, who is the president of the school.
They think he needs
And
to resign?
yeah, because it's still all up under his watch. And then of course they always gonna say the AD. They really want her to go for
They've
the
been
longest.
wanting her gone anyway, but that many people, like getting rid of that many people at your university all at once is pure disaster.
Like for real, it just befuddled me. It just befuddled me. I was like, come on now, like
Getting rid of the president.
Thomas,
I
because
mean,
it's
if
on his
I'm the
watch.
president and I still want to keep my job as president, I think they would be okay with the vice president resigning, uh, and the Friday ladies resigning.
Mm-hmm. Like it's some people
The
they want their
AD.
heads.
I
They want
mean,
their heads off.
you cannot make the president the AD of athletics, especially after these APR numbers come out. You should only have the person who found who found him, the first contact, the second contact, the lady who was snitching. She definitely need to go. Those are the people that everybody under needs to resign. Okay, she was trying to
Right.
be like Nino Brown, but she's not Nino Brown. So if Larry Robinson wants to keep his job, it'll be interesting to see if he's going to be able to keep the AD. But maybe once these APR numbers come back, maybe she might have a case for staying a little bit longer.
Right.
But everybody else besides that needs to be on the
Y'all
top.
put that paint. I'll tell you.
That's the only way he's going to be able to save himself as president.
Right.
Other than that, then all
Pink
y'all.
slips.
But that's
Pink
going to
slips.
that's going to cause a power wall effect. And with somebody like DeSantis currently as governor, you don't want to leave your university that open with DeSantis at the helm of Florida. Like you don't want to do that. Now, Mr. Haynes keeps saying no one's leaving at FAMU. Somebody got to resign. At least
Excuse me,
the two people need to be
Mr.
gone.
Haynes, Mr. Miette. Go back and watch my live and go back and watch that dang on meeting.
11:11. Oh, sorry.
Go back and watch that meeting. You're gonna be
somebody you're gonna be like, what in the hell?
Mm-hmm. If they did that at South Carolina State, boy, you'd be raising hell.
Right.
I'm telling you, if they did that at South Carolina State, you will be raising a lot of hell.
Look at my iPhone that's broken. Look at it.
Oh my God.
I know, right? Brand
Is
new
that the same
iPhone.
one? That's the same one
Brand new
from.
iPhone. It's broken, but it still works a little bit. It still
Is
buzzes, and
that
I can still connect my phone to the car.
the 15 or the
Hey,
14?
the lady was snitching like Nino Brown. She was like, first of all, how are you gonna snitch and you have an NDA? She was telling it all. I'm like, listen, she was over there like she was getting a Happy Meal served on the first 48. She was telling it all. Yeah,
It was a
and
little
Larry
poke in there that.
was in the meeting, and Chris Harper was in the meeting, and AD Sykes was in the meeting, and I was in the meeting, and then we were gonna bring in other people, but we signed an NDA. What you over there snitching for? Like you got a nice little Happy Meal in front of you. That's who you don't want talking to the feds, because she will tell it down to every detail. She went from the beginning up until we decided we wanted to bring in agriculture and other entities that were going to get donations, but then we decided not to because we signed the NDA.
And it was so funny when it was so funny. I'm like, I got, I told, I was like, I got shoes in my, I got sneakers in my room that's worth more than that damn stock that they got. I got some shoes in there that I only want once or twice, and if I want to take it to a reseller, I could get a little bit more money than that stock that that they gave them right there. And so, it's all about, yeah. This is just funny, and then to just keep raining down on the parade. FAMU, you lose your softball team loses to us on
She should
earlier
have had
today.
some legal counsel. She should have talked to somebody legally. Like, girl, you talking too much, and you telling everybody business. She didn't have to tell all that. She did not have to tell all that. She snitched, and it's recorded. Like, you could go through it and listen to it again, and you'll catch something else.
And it's out there. Because not
we purposely hid it from members of the
board.
board.
Mm-hmm.
We purposely hid it from other entities in the university, other like departments. We intentionally withheld information from people. We didn't take it to legal. And then she was like, well, I didn't think there was anything wrong with it because my mom has land in Texas and she rents it out. So that didn't raise a red flag to me. Just because somebody tells you that and you say, oh, okay, well, my mom has land, that's not good enough. You need to be checking these folks' deeds.
Yep.
Mr. Campbell said, Dr. Robinson is not going anywhere. At worst, Dr. Stroud will leave her position from the foundation.
Right. I mean, that's
what I said. The one that was snitching, she needs to just go ahead and resign. I'm surprised they're not trying to leverage to get the AD gone, but they've been kind of like chill on her for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But, to go from thinking you have $237 million and you don't have an $800,000 deficit and you have money to pay for all these different things to now you're back to $800,000 deficit.
That's square one. Bro, EA is going in on Adrian Crook.
Mr. Campbell, she said her mama had land in Mississippi. Stroud mama is using her land for sharecropping. You are not right. No. A black slave owner? Because that's what sharecropping is. Slavery, extension of slavery.
Paying little to no value.
Huh?
Paying little to no value. I'm just saying, like,
listen, I like the idea in theory. Like I was like, okay, he's got a hemp farm, even though there's no hemp there yet. His idea, like he's thinking big. He's thinking real big. He just doesn't have it all together.
Yeah, and then
He wasn't so like oh my God, please help me. Yeah, so Stroud getting ready to be working on that farm too.
Wow.
If she's not careful.
I think they're gonna try to get her out of there.
I mean, at this point, you need to bow out gracefully. I didn't hear him. Did he say a word?
Oh, Cozy? Nah.
Well, he only talked when we talking about football. He didn't have nothing to say about those stocks and bonds.
Nah, he ain't worried about that. He worried about trying to get players onto his team, trying to get that roster right. You know, so it is what it is. But just to add, you know, like I said, add insult to injury on top of listening to the meeting is with the F Club. Softball team beats your team up. Because at one point in time, we was up 4-0. And I'm like, damn, we let these Naga score 3 times in the last 2 innings. But it is what it is.
They finished out 5-3, so they finished strong.
Yeah.
It's a great day to be a Tiger. We've gotten several commitments.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have no scammers. Because, you know, so here's one thing about Jackson State. If we see some funny stuff, we will call it out. We're not going to just let it rock.
It's that what FAMU stands funny money. It's that funny money. Man, I've been on this thing since I've been on this laptop since 4 since like 4 something this afternoon.
You were about to lose.
Who did what this afternoon?
I said I've been on stream since 4 o'clock.
No, what happened?
No, I've been saying I've been on the screen since 4 o'clock. Shoot.
Oh, yeah. Now that's unlike you, Doc. You know you'll snack in a minute. So I'm gonna play this song for whoever it applies to. Nobody in particular. I'm just playing it.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your.
I'm not. Let me just be perfectly clear. I'm dancing to her singing, not to someone actually losing their job. I'm dancing to her singing.
Oh, I was dancing to somebody actually losing their job.
So we shall see. But if you see the FBI or the SEC getting involved, that's when you should see somebody immediately resigning. Immediately.
Right. We ain't talking about the SEC for football. We talking about Securities and Exchange Commission.
Right. Let me clarify. We're not talking about you guys going to the FBS conference. We're talking about them coming up on you and saying, we want to see what your books look like. Open them up. Especially since FAMU had already admitted to getting private stocks or whatever from other people. So I guess these are the people who were responsible for it. Oh, this poor guy. I really feel sorry for all those involved, but I can't, like, maybe they had blinders on or something. Maybe that's why he was able to successfully bamboozle them, because I just don't understand it. And I think it's mental health awareness month. So
You've been bamboozled. You've been hoodwinked.
yeah,
Let us straight. Run amok.
Mr. Campbell said that nobody's leaving. He said nobody's going to leave.
Okay.
He said,
I'm not fucking leaving.
Uh-oh, Bishop said it's like the buffalo. They coming. All right. Everybody, I enjoyed coming back on here. I'm gonna try to come back on. I don't know, it's Mother's Day weekend. I might be trying to
She's gonna get her mimosa brunch on Saturday.
I'm trying to get my crab legs.
Uh-oh.
They said the Florida HBCU backs away. How you gonna back away? How you gonna fix it? How are you gonna back away from a donation and you literally have 14 million stocks in your Carta account? How does that work?
I'm gonna holler at y'all later, man.
You can't put it on hold. It's in your account. Wow. There's a tornado warning in Jackson, so everybody be safe. No, a tornado warning means you have to take cover. I think tornado warning means you need to take cover. So if you are in the Hinds County area, Hinds, Rankin, where else? Pearl. I don't even know if Pearl's is Hinds or not. Hinds and Rankin County, I know for sure. And Madison County. That means that if you live on the second floor, or not live, but if you have a second or third level home, you need to go to the first floor, to the basement, to a bathroom, to places where there's no windows. Make sure that you're calling and texting people, because sometimes when people hear sirens, they don't take it seriously. And Bishop, you said you was out on the patio having a drink, so it looks like you need to go inside, Bishop. Y'all be safe. And of course, leaving out, we're going to, of course, leave out to how you gonna fix it.
How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up to jobless visit. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund refund. Cause I'm doing to me. How you gonna fix it? You done messed me up the jobless visit. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused down here today. God ain't pleased with this. You can't do the saints like this. Boy, I don't even know if I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm doing refund. Cause I'm doing to me.
Oh, y'all, I forgot. I forgot to play. Why, Jay? Why you didn't remind me to play our new video? Y'all, I have a new video. I'm going to play it before we leave. It is so funny. It is the pastor, the basketball wives pastor, or her husband, and this lady, she was screaming in church. And he told her to be quiet. He said, shh, in the name of Jesus, in the name of Jesus. So let me find that so I can play it, because it is so funny. Oh my God, where is it? Let me see if I can find it, y'all. I meant to play this earlier. I really did. I'm sorry, y'all. Found it. I meant to play this. This really was one of my top memes for today. I'm talking about petty, okay? Shout out to Mari. He's a Jackson State student. And I had put out a disclaimer that we need a SWAC edit for this particular situation. And he did it.
I live my Hey. Get up out. Stop her. Hush, hush. Okay, please. Silence in the name of Jesus. I lift my hands into the only voice I want heard is his. So praise. Iramasiaka. So praise. I lift my hands in. Hey. Get up out. Stop her. Hush, hush. Okay, please. Silence in the name of Jesus. I lift my hands into the only voice I want heard is his. So praise. Iramasiaka. So praise. I lift my hands in. Hey. Get up out. Stop her. Hush, hush. Okay, please. Silence in the name of Jesus. I lift my hands into the only voice I want heard is his. So praise. Iramasiaka. So praise.
Hey, stop her. Hush, hush. Okay, please. Silence in the name of Jesus. I lift my hands in total. The only voice I want heard is his. Oh, pray.